What's up, everybody, and welcome to Classic Video Review, that one place every single day you are guaranteed a movie review. And of course, with it being October, it's every day is a Halloween movie. And we're nearing the end of our Freddy set. Today's movie, Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, or The Nightmare on Elm Street number 6. Let's show you guys the front here. Back. We got a little bit of the hand and the original cover. So this was, I believe this was originally intended first to be like their 3D movie, because at the time horror films were always doing 3D. I think, Jaws 3D, one of the Friday the 13th movies was 3D. I don't think Halloween did it though. I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre did it. But anyways, at this point, all the kids in Springwood are gone except for one. Only one knows about Freddy Krueger that can spread it, right? And it starts off, he's, by the way, horrible acting. There's a scene where he hits his head and he ends up in this new town, and he gets taken into this troubled teen's house, and the way he's acting towards the counselor, oh my gosh, awful. And it's kind of like that throughout the whole film. The only one this did have Johnny Depp come back for like a small tiny cameo on the TV where he's cracking eggs on a frying pan saying, "This is your brain on drugs." And that's the scene that has to do with the guy who would eventually play in like Garfield and Franklin and Bash. Other than that, I don't recognize any of them. And the only returning cast member we have in this, besides Johnny Depp, is of course Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. But the whole point of it is he wants to send this guy to go find his daughter, because now we're getting more lore of Freddy Krueger in which he has a child. And apparently his child saw him murder the mother, turn him into the police. Police took him, they investigated more, find out that Freddy had killed all these kids, or was doing this stuff to these kids. And then he gets off on a technicality, which I still don't know how they messed up the case to where he got away scot-free. And then the parents burn him alive. It shows these spirits floating and flying around, where he makes a deal so that he can live forever. That part was kind of cool. I did like that. This, for a long time, this was one of my favorite Freddy movies. I love the music at the beginning of it. One of my favorite songs, and then leave a comment down below if you know what the song is. But yeah, I think this technically, up until Freddy vs. Jason, this is it. Because even the next one, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, isn't canon to the series. And I was thinking about it, because I know they did the remake in 2010. We're 15 years since we've had a Freddy Krueger movie. I think if they made a new one, don't remake it, don't reboot it, bring Robert Englund in, and continue after Freddy vs. Jason, or continue after this. Because I think that's their best bet, is how they're going to make any money on it. But, of course, you can find these movies all on HBO Max. I just looked, they're all on there. But what do I give Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare? Because you gotta think, this was like, what, 91? 91. Right? Or am I reading it wrong? Hang on. I don't want to give an inaccurate reading. It was 91. Okay. So 1991. So then we didn't get another piece of the chapter of Freddy's story until 2003 with Freddy vs. Jason. But as like a final end, it does make me wonder, though, because at the end of this one, he explodes, and then the worms squirrel around and go away. And then in Freddy vs. Jason, he comes back. He's been in hell this whole time, and he wants... I don't know. There's a disconnect there, right? How did he manage to come back? But what do I give it in a star rating, 1 through 5? I'm going to give it a... Oh, man, that's tough. Because the acting is really, really bad. I have to say, the acting, again, on everyone's part except Freddy Krueger's, I really did not like. But the story is good. I like the ideas. The practical effects are good. I gotta give it a 3. 3, and I'm kind of regret saying that because the acting is really awful. But it's worth checking out. So tomorrow will be Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and then we move on to a different horror franchise. Maybe we'll do Child's Play. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.